Hi, this is Neil Garfield, and this slide presentation is about the TERA report, the Title and Encumbrance Report and Analysis produced by Lending Lies, pursuant to the standards I've set in Living Lies, the blog on WordPress, and it's based on the knowledge that I had coming into this and the knowledge we've picked up over the last 12 years in terms of continually improving our reports and our analysis. This presentation is not legal advice nor a solicitation to provide legal representation. It's good for general information. Get or consult with a lawyer in your jurisdiction before deciding or acting on anything, including purchasing the TERA or any of our services or offerings. Lawyers representing homeowners should consult with professionals who understand securitization of residential debt. This presentation is not a substitute for advice or consultation from a lawyer who knows the case and is licensed in the jurisdiction in which the property is located. I am licensed only in Florida and Washington, D.C., I guess, because they're reciprocal with everybody, and the federal system and bankruptcy court. Despite our confidence in our licenses, training, education, experience, nothing in this presentation should be taken as a guarantee of any result. There is no such thing. Presenting myself, anyone who goes to the blog knows that I was licensed on Wall Street as an investment banker, institutional sales, registered representative, now Series 7. I've been a lawyer for more than 41 years. I've done approximately 2,000 final hearings. I'm the author of several practice manuals, over 5,000 articles, and a presenter at a couple of dozen seminars, CLE seminars for lawyers, and accredited seminars for practitioners in bankruptcy. I'm an expert witness recognized in 26 states on residential mortgage-backed securitization. I'm an expert witness on commercial banking, lending, auditing. I have degrees, an MBA in accounting, in auditing and taxation, and a law degree. And I am currently a litigation consultant, providing assistance to lawyers and pro se litigants as they prepare to confront the players in the securitization market. Information is king. That's what the TERA report is about. Mortgage loans are highly sophisticated, complex transactions buried under a pile of paperwork. There is no way for the average person, or for that matter, even the average lawyer, to understand the paperwork or the transaction. It takes a great deal of time, study, and analysis to understand even the simplest of the mortgage loan schemes, and in the current market, we're dealing with practically none of the simplest mortgage schemes, and all of them are buried under layers and layers and layers of devices, instruments, entities that are meant to hide or conceal the true nature of the transaction and the documentation. In the present era, nearly all residential mortgage loans are subject to some form of claim of securitization, Sometimes these securitization claims are disclosed and sometimes they are not. Most such claims are defective or entirely fictitious. But you can't just go in there and claim securitization and the judge is going to say, okay, you win. Knowing what defects exist factually, not by opinion or something like that, requires highly sophisticated knowledge of securitization as a concept, as it is written, and as it is practiced. I personally have those qualifications and I've trained my staff accordingly. The knowledge you need. The title chain is only part of the story. Our TERA fills in the facts through review, research, and analysis based upon the premises that I've published on my blog. It has a title report in it, but it's far more than a title report. It has a title analysis, which points out factually where there are gaps and defects in the recorded instruments on your property, but it goes beyond the recorded instruments. It includes aspects of securitization analysis. Mostly you get that when I do a case analysis, which is far more expensive, starting at around $2,500. But it does contain the elements necessary for you to develop a strategic plan or blueprint for your course of action in confronting whoever is attempting to collect, enforce, or foreclose on paperwork that probably has long since lost any relevance to the original loan transaction. We do a chain of claims analysis, authority, ownership, and servicing rights. Now, that's only up to the point of what is factually available. My opinion, testimony is included in my case analysis. The examination is of every marking on every recorded document, including signature blocks. And it highlights the probability of revealing a fabricated document and robo-signing. To use the TERA, you need to present you need it to present to a lawyer or a judge the facts, not opinions, upon which your defense narrative or claims are based. It's not enough to point to newspaper articles saying that this particular organization has been slapped on the wrist or fined or whatever. You always have to show how the facts apply to your case, not just that there's a pattern of conduct out there that these people have engaged in, which has been illegal or fraudulent or what have you, although the pattern of conduct could play into a claim for damages under RICO, etc. The TERA is a blueprint for your confrontation with a party who is not the actual lender. The creditor, not the actual creditor, not the actual servicer, not the actual trustee on a deed of trust, or the actual trustee of a REMIC trust that actually exists. This is highly sophisticated stuff. You need help. You need guidance. That's what we do. We need it, the TERA, or the results of the TERA, in order to provide you relevant services, including our expert opinions, consultations, drafting of correspondence, complaints, motions, etc. The point of the TERA is often to to help a homeowner and their lawyer avoid admitting things that are not true and are against the homeowner's interests. It often happens that an allegation is made or a piece of correspondence comes, "We're your new servicer," and then you start referring to them as the servicer. Well, they're not your new servicer, and just a self-serving statement that they are doesn't make them so. We've had numerous cases where powers of attorney are absent, that's part of the report, that show that the servicing organization that claims the authority to administer the loan is not in fact authorized by power of attorney or in a pooling and servicing agreement or any other instrument. With the TERA, you develop a defense strategy that actually does get traction in the courts when presented properly, and that's where our other consultation and guidance services are available. And you're able to predict answers to discovery and cross-examination at trial with a little help from us, such that you can prepare discovery and trap them in their own mess that they created. We focus on the points that count. Many reports out there have a lot of unfortunate content that actually confuses the issue more than focusing on issues that will give you traction. Lending Lies, TERA. I've been working on the production of reports based upon my knowledge, my proprietary knowledge of investment banking, commercial banking, and consumer lending. Been doing this for 12 years. I've had my focus just on this. Because of what I know, we've been able to produce a report at a fraction of the cost that others charge. You'll see other people charge $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, I've even seen $12,000. Because of the low price that we charge, many people often think it is just a title report. It isn't. It's much more than that. We give far more information and facts than others who can only issue a report based upon faulty information on the internet. Get the real thing. It will cost you far less and give you far more. We can help. You can get the TERA by going to lendinglies.com/TERA. You can call at 954-451-1230. This is a presentation of myself and GTC Honors, Inc., lendinglies.com, and livinglies.wordpress.com. Thanks for listening.